Going back on that differentiation between politics and human rights, I want to talk to Simon. We do have him back. Simon, it has been this entire debate all the way through leading up, and we've had FIFA basically pushing back against what has been said in terms of things like LGBTQ rights, in terms of women's rights in Qatar. In terms of your own experiences, though, where do you see FIFA taking this debate? Are they going to continue possibly pushing it under the carpet and putting it under a blanket of political rights? Political discussion, rather.
I think FIFA will do whatever. I think FIFA will do whatever is most convenient for them to do. I've listened a lot to what everyone's been saying, and I've got to say that I agree with a lot of it. But it was convenient for FIFA to not push on LGBTQ rights in this World Cup because it was something that the Qatari authorities didn't want people to push on. When we had the pitch invader who invaded the pitch with the Women Life Freedom T-shirt with the LGBTQ and the rainbow flag, it was Gianni Infantino himself who went and bailed him out because he knew that otherwise he was in serious trouble. When there were American supporters that tried to go into the stadium with rainbow armbands, they were stopped from doing so, despite those specifically being allowed by FIFA. The word that comes to my mind is consistency. We've seen messages, political messages that have been allowed, such as the Free Palestine. We keep going on about this example, but it's very telling. There have been Free Palestine and Palestinian flags all over this World Cup because there are specific ties for Qatar with the Palestinian state. And this is not anyone taking position as to whether that's right or wrong, but you're looking for consistency in practice and policy, and that's not what we've had. It seems impossible to me that going to the United States in 4 years, that if captains of football teams want to promote LGBT rights and gay rights in the world, that they're going to be stopped from doing that. Because in the country itself, then it's accepted, it's tolerated, it's encouraged even. And coming back also to the discussion of alcohol, that's exactly the same issue. We're looking at alcohol being banned in a country where it was convenient for them to ban it because FIFA are going to have to pay an incredibly heavy fine with Budweiser from a sponsorship point of view. Fans were disappointed, but that's separate from the issue. The way they did it, however, is the question. And I would also add that I would agree that mentality comes in massively because rugby has had alcohol in a big way for years and years and years, and there's very rarely any problems at rugby games. So it's more of a question of mentality on that. But going forwards, it is true, and I agree completely that there needs to be more clarity in terms of how FIFA position themselves, and they were sort of caught in between two chairs throughout the entire tournament. But it also comes back to the awarding of this World Cup. And was the due diligence done properly? Clearly not, because we now know that it was awarded in a corrupt fashion. But these are all things that need to change, and perhaps it will change with more scrutiny on FIFA, particularly from the press and from the world in general.
That's it's such a comprehensive outlook, but also, Simon, of course, we're looking at the future of FIFA and how they award these ceremonies. I'll come back to you in a moment, Si.